Hello, future engineers and my dear students. Welcome back to Mudassir Academy. I am Mudassir Sheikh. As discussed in the previous video, today we will be solving problems on change of order of integration. See, this topic, changing the order of integration, is thought to be very difficult among engineering students by the complex nature of the problems and by the way it's taught. Because of this, the student, they skip this chapter and they don't attempt in the examination and they lose marks. Please don't do that. Today I am going to make it very super easy for you and explaining in a very classical easy way so that you can understand each concept and solve the problems with ease in the examination and get good marks. So what does change of order means? See, we have solved problems on double integrals, evaluation of specified regions, so on. See, double means 2D, 2D means x and y. Right. Now here changing the order means simple way, as the name suggests in a layman way, change the order. Example, eat and then drink, change the order. Drink and then eat. Walk, then climb, change the order. Climb, then walk. That's it, as simple as that. Okay. Now let me explain you. See, double integration means 2D, x and y. Agreed? So we have, say, double integration dx dy. Now, in double integration, outside is a constant and inside is the equation. So let me take this outside as a constant in terms of x is equal to a and x is equal to b. Inside is a equation in terms of, so since outside is a constant as x, inside will be equation in terms of x. That is y is equal to, say, x1 and y is equal to x2. Right? So outside is x, inside is equation is y. So what does change of order means? Change of order means this x becomes y becomes y. So what was x outside becomes x inside. What was y inside becomes y outside. That's what the change of order is. So this becomes change of order means double integral dx dy. Now this x will become y. So y is a constant, y is equal to a to b, and inside x is a function of y, x is equal to y1 to x is equal to y2. So this is for illustration purpose. So how it practically works, we'll see while solving the problems. Now the question will be given in the question, the equations are given inside and the limits are given. Now the limits has to be changed with respect to what order we are changing, and that is done using graphs. Yes, graphs are compulsory required here to solve the questions. So it's my request, if you are not referred the previous video, please find the video in the playlist, that is evaluation of double integral by under specified regions. Check the video. I have mentioned very important formulas of integration over there, and also the most important, I have drawn graphs. See the graphs, understand them, and then come back to this video. It will be very helpful for you. Okay. And one more thing, despite my health challenges, I am committed to creating videos to help you understand in a very easy way so that you get good marks. Your support means the world to me, so don't forget to subscribe. It's free and motivates me keep going. So without wasting time, let's start solving the problems. Let's solve this question. Evaluate double integral 0 to 1 x2 root x xy dx dy by changing the order of integration. Let me write this question for you. It is 0 to 1 x2 root x xy dx dy or dy dx, whatever. Now double integral means 2D x and y. As you see here, there is x inside, so obviously this will be y in terms of an equation, that is y in terms of x, and we have taken y, so outside will be constant, so x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So we found the limits here. Okay. Now change of order means what? X is outside, y inside. Change of order means there will be y in the answer, in the what the integral, y will be outside and x will be inside. That is y becomes constant and x is the equation in terms of y. Okay. Now let's solve this step by step. The most important thing here is the inside equation. So this very important, because from these equations we are going to draw the graph and find the point of intersection. So after writing this, let's find, after assigning them the limits, let's find the point of intersection first. Let's go step by step. Okay, so we have the equation y is equal to x and y is equal to root x. Now we are well aware of the graph y is equal to x, that is a straight line passing through origin. Y is equal to root x, I don't know. So wherever there is root x, simply square it. So we have one equation y is equal to x and the other as y square is equal to x. Now you see that we have two graphs here. One is a straight line passing through origin, other is y square is equal to x is a parabola with even parts of y, means symmetrical about the x axis. Now just play with these two equations. What? Just play with them. Okay. See, y is equal to x, y square is equal to x, y is equal to x, put here, we get x square is equal to x. That means x is equal to 1. So since y is equal to x, x is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. So we have 1, 1 are the points of intersection. Now we have found the point of intersection. We will next draw the graph and find the change the order and get the limits. Okay, so let's draw the graph here. So we have the graph here. So there are two graphs. One is y is equal to x and other is y square is equal to x. So one is y is equal to x is a straight line that passes through origin. So this is the graph for y is equal to x, straight line passing through origin. Origin here is 0, 0. Okay, next is y square is equal to x. Y square is equal to x, even parts of y. So it's a parabola which is symmetrical about the x axis. This red color graph you see, that's a parabola. Y square is equal to x and that is what? Symmetrical about the x axis. Okay, we have drawn the graph here. Now the point of intersection is 1, 1, right? So 1, 1 will come here, 1, 1. So let's drop this here along the x axis. So this point is 1, 0 and y axis this is 0, 1. So we have the full graph here and this is a region which we are interested in. So the next is how to find the limits for changing order. Now change of order means very simple, x becomes y, y becomes x. So in the question if you see here, there is x first. See, simple language, x means along the x axis, am I right? So we walk, y means along the y axis, then we climb. What? We walk, then we climb. Now change of order means you are doing opposite. We need to climb, then we need to walk. That means, so if you see here carefully, what is y? Y is from 0 to 1, right? So y is equal to 0 to, so in a climb, when you are climbing along the y axis, just imagine climbing, you climb for xy, what is what? Y is equal to 0 to what? 1. So what is y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1. So we got the limits for the constant outside y. Now the main thing is finding the equations, limits of the equation. So how to find that? Inside will be x is equal to, so very simple, when you climb up, what you see, what is visible to you comes down. Who is covering? Comes top. So when you are climbing, you see this graph first, red color. What is the graph? Y square is equal to x. So you have to write the graph equation in terms of x. So when you climb, you see this red color first, y square is equal to x. So what is x is equal to? y square. And who is covering it? Comes at top. Who is covering? Which you cannot see. It's not visible. The line y is equal to x. That line y is equal to x means we are writing in terms of x. X is equal to y. That comes the top there. That's it. This is how the order is changed. That's it. Okay. Now we'll solve this and get the answers. Xy dx dy. So as I told you, this is very simple. So as we are first doing this with y, so y is equal y is equal 0 to 1 will be kept as it is. So we are integrating first with respect to x because x is inside. So it will be x squared by 2 into y, and the limits are y squared to y dy. So this becomes in place of yes, put top limit y. So this will be y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 1 y cube. So 1 by 2 I will take outside. It's better to take the constant outside. It will be easier for you to solve the question. Okay. So 1 by 2 outside. Now in place of x put y. So this will be y cube minus, see y in place x put y means y square, square is y raised to 4 into y is y raised to 5. Basic maths into dy. Now again integrate with respect to y finally, and then put the top limit as 1 minus 0 and get the answer. So this will be now integration 1 by 2. Integration y cube is y raised to 4 by 4 because integration of y raised to n is y raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. So y cube is y raised to 4 by 3 plus 1 4 by 4. Again y raised to 5 is y raised to 6 by 6 and limit from 0 to 1. So we have this as 1 by 2 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6 minus 0. So I think it will be 1 by 2 into here LCM if we take it will be 24. Okay, 24. 6 minus 4 is 2. So after simplification we get the answer as 1 by 24. So this is the answer. So I hope you understood how this problem on change of order is solved in a very easy way, like this, by drawing the graph and finding the lower limit and top limit of the equation. Okay, to conclude, let me compare this problem with a life example. So imagine it's raining, it's a rainy day, it has rained. You go to a vegetable market to fetch some vegetables. Now when you go to the vegetable market, you see these people, they will have some columns like bamboo sticks. Above the bamboo they will put a tarpaulin. They will tie tarpaulin. Okay, a tarpaulin or a plastic sheet, big sheet, heavy sheet. So it has rained already. Now obviously the water will be stagnant over the tarpaulin. Now when you stand down beneath it, you see up. So the water is stagnant. That water pressure will form a curl like thing. Getting it? So when you stand down, you see top, you see that curl, the parabola. Now that's this. Who is covering the water which forms a straight line, which is not visible to you? So the down graph which you see is the equation, it is a parabola, and the top covering is a straight line. So this is how it works in a very simple way. I hope you understood through this example. So now let's start solving the next problem. See, the next problem here is very important. They ask this in many times in the examination. That is, evaluate double integral 0 to 4a x square by 4a to 2 root ax xy dx dy, changing the order of integration. Now first, as I told you, let me write this question down. So we have it as, this question as, we have it 0 to 4a, then x square by 4a and top is 2 root x. Fine. Now if you see this, there is x inside. So that means as the double integral has 2d x and y, one will be x, other will be y. So since there is x here, so this becomes equation of y in terms of x. So this also will be y is equal to. Now what remains? X. So the outside limit is x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 4a. Fine. So now you got the limit into xy dx dy. Now the change of order. See, the most important thing here is this equations inside. So we'll go step by step here. from this equation we are going to find a point of intersection, and from this equation we are going to draw the graph, and this will help us to change the limits of or change the order of integration. So first let's find the points of intersection. So we have the equation here, we assign them the x and y limits. Now we find the point of intersection. So we have y is equal to 2 root of ax and y equals x square by 4a. Now wherever there is root, always square them, because we want to know, because we know some equations, we know some graphs, the equation which they are given should resemble them. For that, to find the accurate graph, you need to square it. So when you square this, we have y square is equal to 4x. Now you know, you have seen this graph. This is a graph of a parabola with even parts of y. Okay, symmetrical about the x-axis. The next is, we can rewrite this equation as x square equals to 4ay. This also is a parabola. So two parabolas intersecting each other in this problem. Okay, now let's play with these two equations and find the point of intersection between them. So how? So see, there is y here, there is y here. Just compare them. We can easily solve this. There is y here, there is y here. We can easily compare. Okay, so we have this two very important equations here. Let me underline this for you. These equations, we have to draw the graph. Now to find the point of intersection, we play with them. So we have y is equal to 2 root x, y is equal to x square by 4a. It means 2 root ax is equal to x square by 4a. I remove the root. So what to do? Square it. We have 4ax is equal to x raised to 4 square, both sides 16a square. That implies, take it this side, x raised to 4 is equal to 64a cube x, right? 64a cube x. That implies x, see, x raised to 4x cancels, x cube is equal to 64a cube. Therefore, what is x is equal to? X cube is equal to 64a cube, so x is equal to 4a. Now put in any of the equation to find the y point. So I put it here. So that means, that implies y is equal to 2 into root of a into 4a, 4a square into 2. So 4a square means it is 2a into 2, that is equal to 4a. So we have the point of intersection between these two parabola is 4a comma 4a. That is a point of intersection. So we got this point. So once we find the point of intersection, the next thing is, we have the equation, the graph equations here. From these equations we draw the graph. Now the first equation is y square is equal to 4ax. That means even parts of y, this is nothing but a parabola which is symmetrical about the x-axis. Even parts of y means parabola symmetrical about the which axis? This red color one. Parabola symmetrical about the x-axis. So this is my parabola. I write here y square is equal to 4x, that is symmetrical about the x-axis. The next thing is x square is equal to 4ay. So what does x square is equal to 4ay means? It's again a parabola, but since it has even powers of x, even powers of x, so it's a parabola symmetrical about the y-axis. So this parabola, this is what the parabola, I'll write here, x square is equal to 4ay is a parabola which is symmetrical about the this blue color y-axis. That's it. So we draw the graph here with the two parabolas. Now we are interested in this region, the intersection between the graphs, this region. Okay, now we know the point of intersection here. So what is the point of intersection here? We have it as 4a comma 4a. So write down here the point of intersection. This is 4a comma 4a. This is the point of intersection. Okay, so I will drop these intersections on x and the y-axis. So I drop here the intersection here. Yeah, this is 4a comma 0, and on here this will be 0 comma 4a. So we have, and this is the origin. So we have the graph here. Now from this graph we need to find the changed limits, that is change of order. So here, since they are given x is first, y is in second, next inside integral, so the change of order means the outside integral will be y and the inside integral will be x. So what's the outside integral? Now these people, they are what they are doing? As you see here, x is there. X means along the x-axis. They are walking in here in this equation. What they given? We walk here along the x-axis. Then we climb along the y-axis. Now here in change of order, we need to do the opposite. We need to walk, we need to climb, and then we need to walk. That means we climb only vertically, y-axis. So when we climb here, y-axis, we climb from where to where? We climb for xy. So this is why I call it 0 to where? 4a. So where you climb from 0 to 4a. So y is equal to 0 to 4a. That is a constant. Between what? The region. Between what it comes? From the region comes from 0 to 4a. Inside is x equation in terms of x in terms of y. So x is equal to, this also will be x is equal to. Now simple logic, when you climb, just simple, don't take it mathematically, simple way. See, imagine yourself, you're climbing here. So what region you see first? You see this red line. What you see with your eyes? Just imagine climbing on this board. You see this red line is a parabola y square is equal to 4x. So we need to find the equation in terms of x. So y square is equal to 4x means what is x is equal to? Simple maths. Y square is equal to 4x. X is equal to y square by 4a. Now what is not visible covering that region? This blue line, blue curve, blue parabola, which you cannot see. When I climb, I can see this like this ball shape, but top region I cannot see. So bottom comes this, top who is covering? X square is equal to 4ay. So what is in terms of x? X square is equal to 4ay. X is equal to root of 4ay, and x is equal to 2 root of ay xy dx dy. Now we are all set with, let me separate this, we are all set with the changed order, the changed limits. Now simply solve this and get the answer. So we solve this now. So first the outside is y, so keep it as it is. Y is equal to 0 to y is equal to 4a. Now we are integrating first with respect to x, since x is inside integral. So integration x is x square by 2 into y, and the limits are y square by 4a 2 root of ay, right, and into, since we are integrated with dx, remains is dy. Now in place of x, the top limit is 2 root ay minus, in place of x put y square by 4a. So after integration, you have to put the top limit and the bottom limit. So we have integrated with respect to what? X here. So in place of x, they put the top limit as 2 root ay minus y square by 4a. So if in place of x we put 2 root ay, x square 2 root ay square becomes 4ay. So that means this will be y as it is 0 to 4a. Now I'll simply, what I'll do, I'll take 1 by 2 outside, it will become easy. Okay. Now in place of x put 2 root ay, square means 4 root ay into y, 4ay square. This will be what? 4a y square minus, again in place of x put y square by 4a. X square, y square of 4 means y raised to 4 by 16a square. So y raised to 4 into y becomes y raised to 5 by 16a square into dy. Okay, is correct. Now finally we need to integrate with respect to y and put a limit 4a minus 0 and get the answer. So this will be again now 1 by 2 integrate with respect to y, that becomes 4a y cube by 3 minus integration of y raised to 5. See, integration of y raised to n plus 1 divides, integration of y raised to n is y raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. So y raised to 6, y raised to 5 will be y raised to 5 plus 1, that is y raised to 6 divided by 6 into 16a square. 0 to what? 4. This is how it. Now we have the integration, the put a limit. So I think 0 limit, we have to put on the top limit 4a. This becomes 1 by 2. So this will be how much? 4a into y cube. Y is 4a, 4 cube is 64. So 64 a cube by 3 minus. Again in y put 4a, 4 raised to 6. So what is 4 raised to 6? If you are not well versed, then please use the calculator properly. Okay, so 4 raised to 6 will be 4096. 4096 and 4a raised to 6 into a raised to 6 divided by 6 16s are 96 a square. Okay, so now again simplify this. So this becomes 1 by 2. Now 4a into 64 is 256. A raised to 4 by 3 minus again 4096. Use the calculator. 4096 divided by 96 is, it will be 128 by 3 a raised to 4. Okay, again take the LCM now. So after taking the LCM, we get the answer as 64 a raised to 4 by 3. So this is the final answer. So the final answer is 64 a raised to 4 by 3. I hope you understood how to solve this question. If not, then please repeat the video as many times as possible and keep practicing it. You will definitely get it. Okay. So my dear students, I hope you understood the problems which I solved in today's class perfectly. Anyways, if you have any questions or doubts, then please drop in a comment below. I would be glad to answer your queries. Don't worry, I will be solving couple more questions, examination based important questions or different questions in the next video, so that you can understand this topic change of order perfectly and secure good marks in the examination. You know, there are many more your classmates who were finding maths difficult, so I request you to please share these videos with your friends and do the good work. And if you really like this video, then give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.